Hello and welcome. Today is Wednesday, November 10th, 2010. After seeing 2 days with beautiful temperatures, will those temperatures last, or is cold temperatures and rain on the way? We'll let you know. The answer's coming here right up. Size Eyes on the Sky starts right now.
It's Wednesday night on ISU TV. Broadcasting live from Ames, Iowa, this is Size Eyes on the Skies. ISU TV's longest-running television show brings you the weather around the country, in Iowa, Ames, and beyond. The Iowa State Meteorology Department's team of forecasters keeps you ahead of the next weather system. Size Eyes on the Skies starts now.
Welcome back to Size Eyes on the Skies. I'm joined here by Ryan Alliss. How are you doing today?
I'm doing great. I mean, temperatures outside when I first went to class were awesome.
I know.
It clouded up a bit in the afternoon,
Yeah.
but hey, I mean, 60 degrees. I mean, I think 70-degree weather was actually out here in parts of Iowa today.
I actually think the high actually did hit 70.
Here in Ames, 70 degrees.
70
that
degrees.
is magnificent considering average temperatures are about
41?
41. That might be right. We'll have to double check. I'm not.
We'll check on the almanac later. I think that's what it is. Could be wrong.
But I think that there's a big change on the way, and I know probably national weather with Liz Suess and Rachael with Iowa are definitely going to start talking about this.
Definitely.
The models are showing some very scary stuff for Thanksgiving. Now, I don't want you guys to get too concerned, but a change is on the way no matter what, I think.
Definitely. I mean, we've heard it a couple times today. What do you think? Snow? Are we going to see it?
Well, obviously, eventually we're going to see
Oh,
it, but over
obviously.
Thanksgiving break, well, we're just going to have to wait and see. I think next week, our shows definitely will have a better idea of what's going to go on here. So definitely tune in next week to have an update on this. But
Definitely.
you know, for now, it's just great weather here in Iowa.
Definitely. I mean, what about tomorrow, though? Maybe we should take it over to Rachael.
Sure.
What's going to happen tomorrow, Rachael?
Well, as Ryan said, change is on the way, and that's actually going to move in tonight, headed into tomorrow. We're going to see very noticeable change in temperatures, at least. No rain as of yet, maybe a couple showers tonight, but temperatures are going to bounce back to more fall-like. I would say even a couple degrees warmer than average tomorrow, but after that it looks like we're going to see a drastic decline into almost winter-like temperatures. But we'll take a look at our day planner for tomorrow. Not too bad of a day. 49 tonight. By midnight, clouds moving through. Chilly morning to start out, 40 degrees by 8 a.m. And tomorrow by 3 p.m., I don't know if we'll hit 60, but I think it'll be a couple degrees cooler than that. Still a couple degrees warmer than normal. So not a bad day for tomorrow, but the rest of the week looks pretty different, I'd say, from what we've been seeing.
All right. We'll definitely hear more about that later, but for right now, we're going to send it to a break. Stay tuned. Welcome back to Size Eyes on the Skies. We're going to send it over to Ryan Alliss on the wall with weather in the news.
Thank you, Kristy. We'll go ahead and take a look at the headlines making weather news across the country today. Really, we don't have that much to talk about, but here are some things I think in the future that we'll have to keep our eye on. So right now, the only thing to talk about here in the nation is this active storm system that's actually moving through the northern plains right now, affecting us. That's why we're cloudy right now. And with it, I think it's going to bring some showers, maybe even a rumble of thunder come tonight into portions of northern Iowa into Minnesota. Now, yesterday was Winter Weather Awareness Day, and that is sponsored by the National Weather Service. If you'd like to learn a little bit more about the safety precautions involved with winter weather, go ahead and check their website out. That's weather.gov. They have plenty of information regarding what you can do during winter storms. And then finally, La Nina, it is strengthening, and it's going to bring us some wacky weather, as this graphic shows. And right now that they're saying probably a good chance for higher precipitation is going to be in the northwest here in Iowa, equal chances, but they expect temperatures will be a little bit above normal. Again, this is a climatological prediction, so don't take it like it's going to happen, because a lot of times they show that it doesn't actually happen. But right now, based on averages, this is what you should expect. So here's the system right now that I talked about. The area of low pressure is centered over northwest Minnesota, this cold front draping down, and with it, rainfall all the way up through Minnesota and North Dakota and South Dakota. On the northwest side of this low, it's actually cold enough. There's actually some snow showers up there. I believe that's Saskatchewan, Canada, and then into parts of North Dakota. Taking a look at our extended forecast for Appleton, Wisconsin. Tomorrow for the flag here, it's Veterans Day tomorrow, 57 degrees. But moving into the weekend, that system moves over into Wisconsin. 49 Friday, 42 on Saturday. Overnight, though, you might expect maybe some snow showers, but nothing significant. And then coming into the weekend, 42 degrees both Sunday and Monday with partly cloudy skies. And now for New York City, New York, I figured we would honor the veterans today by taking a look at their forecast. And what a great gift to those veterans here. All throughout the week, sunshine, temperatures getting into the 60s rolling into Sunday, but a change is on the way Monday with 56 degrees. Lows are going to stay into the mid to low 40s. With that, let's send it back to the desk with Kristy.
Thank you, Ryan. Now we're actually going to take a look at a trivia answer, or just a question. Regardless, trivia question. And the trivia question for today is, which state has seen an all-time record high that is higher than the state of Florida's all-time record high? Your choices are A, Alaska, B, North Dakota, C, Rhode Island, or D, Hawaii. We'll take a look at that answer coming up soon, but in the meantime, we're going to send it over to national weather with Liz Suess.
Thanks, Kristy. We're going to take a look at your national weather, see kind of what's going on around the nation and how maybe that'll affect us over the next couple days. First, we'll start off over on the East Coast, and you can see they don't have very much going on right now. It's pretty much mostly sunny. There may be a few scattered clouds here and there as the system in our area starts to make its way over there. But for the most part, it's really nice. 47 in Boston, 36 up in Caribou. So you can see some of the northern areas are starting to see some more wintry air. 50 degrees down in New York. So definitely a very much fall-like day, not necessarily winter, which is what we'd usually expect. If we go to the central United States, you can see that cold front draping down through Iowa, and that's definitely going to give us some rain over the next day or so. And even up into North Dakota, they could start seeing snow as the cold air starts to wrap around the low. And up in the mountains are seeing some snow right now too. But we'll take a look at that a little bit later. 34 over in Bismarck, 60 in Minneapolis, 55 down in Kansas City. So you can really see where that cold air is starting to make its way into the United States. Eventually that's going to make its way into our area. If we go down south, again, that front continues to extend down south. Not much rain coming out of it, though. They might see some more over the next couple days. Sunny for pretty much the rest of the south, though. Again, they may see a few spotty clouds. 68 in New Orleans, 63 up in Nashville. So definitely much nicer temperatures down south. So if you want to keep some of those warm temperatures, even though it's supposed to get a little colder here, definitely go down south. If we go out west, though, you can see there's a high that's sitting around Idaho, and that's going to give them some pretty nice weather. Mostly cloudy skies, though, as there's a low sitting just off the shore that's going to start to make its way on land. And there's actually a low down here. I didn't put it on because it's not really showing on here, but that's going to strengthen over the next couple days, and that's going to be our big weather maker that may or may not give us snow over the weekend. Las Vegas is sitting at 60 degrees, 39 in Salt Lake City. So definitely some cooler temperatures as you get up into the mountains. But other than that, pretty nice. If we look at national radar, you can see not a lot going on. Up in the mountains, there's a lot of snow. And actually, I'd like to zoom in on Grand Junction, Colorado, if we could. And you can see they're actually getting a lot of snow right now. All these light blues are snow. The greens is like heavier snow. And that's just because the snow is a lot bigger than rain, so they have to show it a little differently on radar. So this is good. They're expected to see a lot of snow. That's going to move up even into Wyoming. I know Cheyenne, Wyoming is expecting snow tomorrow too. So if we go back to the graphics, if we take a look at the jet stream, you can see there's a very large trough digging its way into the nation. And as that starts to make its way out east, that's going to be what's going to bring us a lot of that rain and a lot of that weather that we're expecting to see. So you can see that starts to deepen and move its way over here. It's going to give